Hi there, Ian Dixon here. How are you doing today? So today I've got, I think it's probably 6-7 minutes it'll take me to talk to you about a sales process. So to be able to cover a sales process in 6 minutes, I think we'll be doing okay. So what I wanted to be able to do is categorize and label different steps in a sales process that I think, especially if you're fairly new in business, will definitely help you understand where you are in a sales process, how you perhaps label things in a CRM or a database when you're putting your sales process together, where somebody is within your funnel. So in fact, I talk about lots of different sales processes. This one is really nice and simple. It's just 5 labels. And each of these labels in turn takes you through part of the sales process. So I call it my speak sales process. You might want to grab a pen. I will put them up in the corner here, the definitions. So essentially you'll be able to see it, but I'd encourage you to write it down as well. So if you're ready, 5 or 6 minutes tops. We'll maybe do 60 seconds on each element so that you understand what they are. Let's go to it. So the first one is probably the one that people don't do, and certainly within their CRMs I don't see them categorized or labeled, and actually is a bit of a sales trick. If you can start to do this first element of a sales process, it makes the following 4 elements of it a whole lot easier to do. So the first part of a sales process essentially is the suspect, is S for suspect. So this is an acronym, is SPEAK, and the S stands for suspect. So who are your suspects by definition? Write them down, be clear about who it is. What is a suspect? A suspect is somebody that you would like to have as a customer, but they just don't know it yet. So if you were a milkman, for example, that's probably a really poor analogy because nobody even knows what a milkman is anymore. Anyway, anybody that you want as a customer, but they have not been marketed or prospected to yet, they are suspects. And I wouldn't underestimate the value of 2 things. One is identifying what a suspect is for you. So, who's your ideal avatar, people that you would like to market to. And then secondly, to start to get together a list of suspects. I've worked with companies where they've employed the services of people that have just been data mining via Google, for example, and populating databases with suspects for the business development managers to then start prospecting to. So that's the first one. Suspect is the start of the sales process, understanding who your suspects are. The second one we've already mentioned, the P of speak, is prospect. So when somebody that was a suspect then becomes a prospect is when you've started prospecting to them. So once you start marketing to somebody and they are exposed to your marketing material and literature, they are essentially now a prospect because you are prospecting to them. You are trying to engage with them. So they start off, they don't know who you are or what you do, they get exposed to your marketing, they then become a prospect. So suspect, prospect, SP. The third one I've already said already. So once you start prospecting with somebody, the minute that they respond to that marketing material, they then are engaged, okay? They are engaged to your product or service. They're in an engagement phase of the speak and of your sales process. So you gather a list of suspects, you start to prospect, they respond in some way, shape or form with some kind of buying signal. You are now engaged with them, okay? So that's the E. That leads us neatly on to the next one, which is acquire. The A is acquire. So we suspect, we prospect, we engage, and then we acquire. The engage and acquire phase of a sales process is essentially the sales meeting. What often happens nowadays is As consumers, we buy passively, so we go shopping for ourselves. We do our own homework. We look around to see who we'd want to buy from, and the minute that we respond to the marketing material, and we end up in a conversation or a meeting of some description or an exchange with the person selling that product or service, we are in engage, acquire mode. So the E and A of speak is often the sales meeting, or however that looks in your business. So the acquire phase is the A of speak. And then can you guess what the K is, the last piece of the puzzle? So we've gone suspecting, we've created a suspect list, we've then gone prospecting, we've engaged in the sales process, we've acquired a customer, and then the K of our sales process is keep. What is it that we're then doing to keep this person as a customer, to keep coming back, to keep referring business to us, to keep saying nice things about us, keep. So this one, a bit like the S, this one is the one that we tend not to continue to do. So many people I sit down with that are good with the prospecting. They've got their marketing noise and activity levels are up. They are good at the sales meeting, the engage and the acquire. You know, that's a straight out business skill, so a sales skill. And then once they've got the business, they go back to the prospecting, the engaging and the inquiring. So they've got this whole prospecting that, you know, they've got what I call peeing. They're peeing everywhere, but they're not doing the whole speak process. So the suspecting and the keeping bit either side of that is really important. So, and actually the keep bit of the sales process is probably the one where there's most advantage to be gained if you're not currently doing anything to keep customers coming back. And so the coach question for you today is, am I doing anything to keep a customer coming back? Am I doing anything to keep a customer promoting and referring business to me? And am I doing anything to keep a customer saying nice things about me on a regular basis? So that's it. Suspect, prospect, engage, acquire, and keep. It's my sales speak process, or my speak sales process. Hope you found that useful. It's nice and simple, nice and easy to understand, all done in less than 10 minutes. Get yourself your speak sales process together. You'll thank me, I promise you. Just categorizing these things and working a CRM system around the speak process is going to make a big difference in your business. Please do click on the subscribe button and ding that bell, and you are welcome to leave comments below. I'll always respond to those. And thank you for tuning in. We look forward to catching up with you on the next video. I'm going to say bye for now.